Hi, g'day everyone, so I'm Shadow back again with part 2 of the new city video. So as you can see, the city's improved quite a lot over the last couple of days. I've been working a bit, so I haven't been able to put as much time into it as I hoped, so it's taking a little bit longer. Currently my keep's on its way to level 11, so I'm at level 10 now, so you can see I've got quite a few buildings, more than I had last time. There's still a couple that I can't unlock yet, so the prison was the last one on these tiles. I need keep 11 for that. So I'll be able to get that pretty soon. And then there's still the ones up here, the Arsenal, which is 27. Research Factory, which is 21. Art Hall, which is 11, so I'll be able to get that next. And Pasture, which is 21, so that'll be a little while away again. Currently with my upgrading, so I'm going to keep level 11. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm looking at keep level 12 already. So I'm looking at what requirements I need for keep level 12. So if I go over my cheat sheet, you can see here for keep level 12 I need a level 11 wall, a level 11 workshop, and a level 11 sawmill, because you need the sawmill to upgrade the workshop. So if we go back to Evony, you can see that I'm working on my sawmill, getting it upgraded, and then I'll work on my workshop, get that to level 10, and then as soon as my keep's done to level 11, I can jump on, get my walls going to level 11, my workshop going to level 11, and that'll reduce the amount of time between keep upgrades. So that's basically what you need to do when you're speed building, is you need to just keep upgrading the buildings that you need for the next level, so that way as soon as your keep's done, you're pretty much ready to jump on it and upgrade it again. So a couple of little things that I've done. It's gone into settings and options. I usually turn the sound and the music off. It's up to you if you want to leave it or not. This is an important one, so Monarch gear settings. Should always have that turned off, just so then other people can't see what gear your Monarch has, and that will not let them determine what buffs you're focused for. VIP settings as well, they're best to turn off. Just so then no one else can see that little VIP message whenever you talk. It just gets annoying. There's no real need for it to be there, so you can turn that one off. Alliance gift settings, so if you buy packs and you don't want people to know that you're buying them, you can turn that off and it'll just come up as an anonymous gift. Whereas if you leave that on, it'll come up with your name when you purchase a gift. Animation settings, so if you're playing on an older device or you notice that your battery's getting hot or it's a bit laggy, just turn your settings down to low. It'll take away some of the textures on the map and make things look a little bit duller, but it'll run a bit better on your device. Alliance wars you leave on, so then you get notifications when there are alliance wars. You can hide the march routes, which will just put less stress on your device. I like to see where people are marching, so you can follow march routes. Auto lock, so you can turn that off so that your device won't turn off. And then invasion march route, so that when you're doing the undead event, if you have that turned on, it'll hide the undead march routes and you'll only see your own, and again it just puts less stress on your device. So they're always good to do. The other thing I've done is I've changed my name, so now I'm no longer Monarch 1, 2, 3, whatever it was. So I've now got a name there. So one of the important buildings that I've got is a war hole. This allows me to join in on rallies. So rallies give you gifts from monsters. So we have a look. We can see that we get these monster packs. And if we have a look and we go into detail, you can see that we get lots of speed ups, and that's what we're looking for at this stage. So 4-hour speed ups per box, and I got 3 of those, so that's 12 hours of speed ups just sitting there ready to open and use. We've got a rally coming up soon, so once that comes up I'll show you how to join them. I hand a little bit down here is the embassy. When you got your alliance help, you can go in, you got alliance help, and you can click these one by one or help all. The other thing you can do with your embassy is that if you just hit that hand, it does the same thing. So whenever you see that little hand there, it means that you're helping your alliance, and you just hit that, and then all the alliance help all gets done at once. We've also got alliance gifts up here, which is just when people buy packs. You can open them one by one, or you just open all, and it gives you resources. Collect the gifts again. So we're just doing the usual things to collect items, just getting as many as we can. You'll notice that my buildings are a bit unbalanced because I am speed building. I'm not leveling them evenly. Missed a rally. Right, there'll be another one coming soon. I've been building troops as well. Just enough troops that I can gather with on the map. You can see I've got plenty of resources up here. The reason that I've got heaps of resources is because from the monsters, we have a look at the reports. Every time that you kill a monster for the first time, you get what's called first down rewards, which that gives you a whole lot of resources, some extra prestige, and some extra Monarch XP. So from now on, whenever I hit them, I'll only get these rewards. But for the first time, I got a lot of resources, which really helps you in the early stages when you're building. System mail, so it just tells you who's been killing bosses. I'll read that after. So training troops again. Just want to keep training just so that I've got enough to gather with. I obviously don't want to train too many because otherwise I'll start eating all my food, and then I won't be able to build because all my food's being eaten. But for now, I just want to keep enough going, just so that I can gather with. If we have a look on the map. You can see that I've got gathering resources. Also, I'm actually gathering in the Alliance farm at the moment, so I'm picking up some food from there. The other thing at the moment that we've got going on is some Valentine's events, and an important one here is the crazy eggs. This crazy eggs appears with most of the events that come up, and there are a few people that ask questions about it. So what happens is you get hammers from farming resources and killing little monsters and also killing boss monsters. And then you use those hammers to break the eggs open. Once you activate all the eggs, this bar fills up, and then once it gets to all the way full, you crack this egg. So if we have a look at some of the rewards, you can see we've got mysterious gifts down here. So the eggs are guaranteed to give you those, and then you unlock 3 mysterious gifts. After a while, you get to know what's in them. So in this egg here, you get an advanced teleporter. Not every time you break it, but there's a chance to get it every time you break it. Down here you got stamina, which is really handy, and refining stones, and then another 3 mysterious gifts. Once you earn the gifts, it'll unlock and tell you what it is, so then you know next time. Down here you got an arrest warrant, which is really handy, and a bit of gold, so that was always good. And then you got 1,000 gems, and refining stones, and then also some more gifts. And then in the last egg, you got 2,000 gems, refining stones, material bags, waybills, and a whole lot of speed ups and resources. And some chips for the Wheel of Fortune. So it's really worth getting. I find the best way for smaller players is just to farm your level 1, level 2 resource tiles on the map, which are out near the edge, because you can farm them quite often, and the influx of hammers, it doesn't cost stamina, so it's nice and easy. If you've got a fair bit of stamina, you can hit monsters and also participate in rallies. They'll get your hammers as well. But yeah, if you add a stamina, the best way is just to farm resource tiles, and that will get you hammers. What else we got? So I started working on some Monarch gear. I've got a construction crown, which I managed to get off the wall, and you can see that I've got some other bits and pieces here as well. So anything with a plus means that you got gear there. I might put on one of these. So this just gives me some extra resources. So I can get extra ore production, which I don't need at the moment, or I can get extra wood production, which I do need, so I'll put that on. That'll just help me get a little bit of extra wood production. The other thing you got to do is just the daily rewards. So I've unlocked a few more of those now. So you can see I've got a little chest up here, which means I've got rewards to unlock. So you open it, it's got a little glowing box, and you can see at the top here. So you see I've got 2 boxes there I can open. So you just hit that, go claim, and you claim your rewards. Then just have a quick look through, see if there's any more you can claim. So if you need extra information, you just click on them and it tells you what you need to do to claim them. I reckon I should be able to do this. Material composing one, so just compose materials for 3 times. That's to do with gear crafting. So I'll see if I've got any materials that I can enhance. So if I could enhance them, there'll be a little up arrow here telling me that I can combine them, but I don't have enough. You need basically 3 of a lower level to go to a higher level. We don't have any of those yet, so I can't get that one. But if I open here, see if I've got any material boxes, here we go. So I do have some boxes here that I can open. So this is just telling me all the bits and pieces that I'm getting from opening the boxes. So now if we go back, so now you can see you've got the green arrows. So the green arrows means I can compose them. So I'm just going to do 3 of these, and that will get me my activity. So open it up, compose all. Again, 3 there, 3 there. Do these ones. I'll be doing another video on materials and gear a bit more in depth, because that's a whole nother video by itself. So if we go into here, go activity, and we can see that we've now achieved that one, gave us some extra points. So basically on this account, I'm just going to keep building, keep growing. I want to get to keep level 16, so that I can unlock the last of my resource fields. So it unlocks a few more out there. I'll go through another video on city setup. Everyone has different opinions as to how many camps to have and how many resource plots. I'll show you the way I do it, and I've got it set up on my other account, and I find it. I find the way that I do it to be quite good, because you basically never run out of food. So we're just got a rally about to come up. So it's always important to join in as many rallies as you can. You want to have a look at it. So you got stamina up here, and you can give yourself extra stamina. You can't exceed once you're at 100, you can't put any more on, but you can exceed 100. So if I was at 99, I can put 50 on, and it'll take me up to 149, and then I'll use that down to 100 again. But it won't regenerate more stamina until you're below 100. Again, we've got our little hand up here. Okay, and then now we've got a rally down here. So if we have a look, it tells you what it is, what size boss, where it is, and join now. Sometimes when you click on it, it'll take you to the Alliance War, where you can join it. And sometimes when you click on it, it'll just take you to the monster on the map, which will look like this. So if you ever click on it, it comes up with this. All you got to do is go to Alliance War, and then there it is. So you just click that. And first thing you want to check is the timer. So 4 minutes till it leaves and launches out, and you want to make sure that you can make it within that timer. So if I hit Join Alliance War, I can see it's going to take me 46 seconds. And I've got 4 minutes 18, so I've got a fair bit of time to get there. Now, when you're small and there's lots of rallies being run, you don't want to waste time with a return march. So the easiest way to do this is to resign your general. Just click on them, click resign, and that gets rid of the general. And you also do not want to send your entire army. The more troops you send, the more they get wounded. So you only want to send 1 troop. If you send a siege unit, it'll die and it won't come back, so you can avoid a return march. Some people don't like you sending siege though, because it does increase wounded on the bosses. So what I like to do is I just like to send 1 ground troop. Ground troops also get wounded, and usually don't return. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. So it's a bit of a gamble with ground units, but it's better than sending siege for some people. So you can see I'm sending 1 troop. That's my march power. I've got 100 stamina. It's going to take 20, and it's going to take me 46 seconds to get there. So if I hit march now, you can see my troops. I'll leave my city when it loads, and they're heading to the person that's running the rally. And that's going to take them 42 seconds to get there. We'll wait for them to run across. At the top, so you can see I've unlocked my stone now. Before I only had food and wood, so now I've got some stone. And then once I hit keep level 16, I'll also unlock my ore, which will be here as well, and then my gold will move across. So eventually I'll have food, wood, stone, ore, and then gold. My troops marching down. I'll get there eventually. So my gathering troops have come back. I gathered 30k food. Not a lot, but at this stage it's quite good. So you can see that my troops now have reached the target city, and there's now 2 minutes 18 until they leave. So we're going to go off and do a couple of other things. Basically, once that timer expires, the troops leave the city and go for the march. So you'll have this timer for them to rally, and then you'll also have a march timer as well. And then once they hit, being that I sent a ground troop, they shouldn't return. So I do have 2 marches at the moment, so I can send another one back and do some more gathering. So there's my general. These are all my troops. I'm not going to send them all out. I'm going to keep a few warriors at home, just in case any more rallies come up. So I do have a few troops there that I can send just in case. So let's see if I can. Not gonna let me. So we'll wait for this rally to run down. While we're doing that, we'll have a look through a couple of things. So currently they've got some event packs going on. They're quite good value, so you get plenty of gold, resources, speed ups. Sometimes it's worth buying the smaller ones. Not very often is it worth going to higher ones. At the moment there's a power increase event, so if you remember from the first video, we went through Monarch conditions. At the moment it's power increase, and we're going on to, in half an hour, we'll be going on the 5th event, which will be the kill event, and that runs for 3 days. So remember, the first 4 are random, no one knows what they are in what order, they just randomly appear, but the 5th one's always kill event, it goes for 3 days. If we go in, every time there is a Monarch competition, at the top there is a small pack. The best one to look out for is the monster killing one, because in the pack you get stamina, and quite a lot of it. So each event has its own little pack at the top, and the same goes when SBS starts for server versus server. There's a server versus server pack at the top, and it's an increasing pack, so it starts at 5, then goes 10, 15, 30, I think 50 and 100 for Americans. Mine's a bit skewed because I'm Australian and it goes dodgy. But yeah, they're good to keep an eye on if you're after stamina or anything like that, or any packs related to the event that's running. You can see down here we've got a couple of other events. So World Boss begins in 2 days, and Undead Invasion begins in 2 days. Undead's an alliance one, which I ran in last time. So we'll have a look, see where they are. So you can see you've got Undead Invasion scores and rewards. This was quite good. So I didn't survive 2 marches, and I only scored very small because obviously I'm only a small city. So I didn't expect to do too well myself in this one. But because I participated and the alliance ranked first, I still got all these rewards. So even though I didn't do anything personally, the alliance did quite well, so I could get all those rewards because of the alliance. So yeah, that's it's always handy to participate in stuff like that. So you can see now the time has changed from rallying troops to marching, and it's going to take 2 minutes to get there. So you can see my stamina's dropped from during that rally. If I wanted to, I can put on a stamina pack now, or I can wait till it gets a bit lower. And the other one I can throw on is Monarch EXP, which I get from killing monsters. So you can see I've got all this EXP sitting here, so I might as well use that up and throw it on my Monarch, which is just leveled up and gives me another talent point. Under talent points, you've got basically a tree and a path you can follow. I think I covered this in the first video. So you can see I've got 9 points there already, and this is my 10th point. So even though that's 1 of 4, I can't put it on any of these because I've already chosen the one I have to. I have to go to 4 out of 4 on this one. At the moment I've got offering to give me some extra prestige and Monarch EXP. I've got resource production, which gives me extra production and gathering. And then I've got warehouse protection just to protect some resources a little bit better. I can keep throwing these on. There's no point in keeping Monarch EXP. You might as well just use it all up. You've only got one Monarch, so you might as well apply it all. If you ever want to check your talents, you've got talents down here. Take you to talent tree. Detail takes you into details about your city. So you can see you've got military stats, resource stats, and administration stats. Just show you all your buffs, so that you can keep an eye on how you're going. Up here you got a little green thing which helps you change your avatar. So you don't have to stick with the standard one. There are a few others that you can choose from if you want to. And all you have to do is click change, and that changes the way your avatar looks. And change name, just hit that, but it does cost gems to rename yourself if you don't have a name change. So you can see we've got 10 seconds to go on the march. Where are we? We're back now. So if we follow this march line out before it gets there, we might be able to see it. Might be a bit slow. Oh, we missed it. That's right, we can go to where it was. But you can see that once I get there. So the monster's dead. There's 2 marches returning, but my march isn't returning. So I don't have to wait for the return march before I can send another one. So if someone was to raise a rally now, I could rejoin again without having to wait for my troops to return. And if we have a look at the mail, under reports, you can see there's the monster report there. I didn't get first down rewards because obviously I've killed a monster of this type before, but I did get all of these rewards. And you can see I sent 1 troop, it got wounded, so it's not returning, which is why I could save on that march return time. If you've got generals that you want to level up, it'd be better off sending a general with it, because the general will gain experience from it, and that will help them grow quicker. But because I don't want to work on the generals I've got at the moment, I'm just going to leave them out. It's much better for me at this stage to join more rallies in than what it is to put EXP on those generals. And we'll have a look at what those gave us. So you can see new means that's the pack that it gave us, which was a level 6 chest. I'll only open 1. So you can see that I got 2 blue material chests for crafting. I got 3 medals, which are used to upgrade generals and spiritual beasts. I got 3 hours worth of speed ups, and then I got 3,000 general experience. This is an event pack at the moment from the Valentine's events, and same with the roses, so they don't appear often. You can open in any of these at any time. I like to build them up before I open them. It's just my personal preference. Candies, I strongly recommend that you don't open them until after the event, and you let them build up, because these drop bags somewhere in here. It's important to know as well. So this one here says open the package to gain rare items. So if you go to detail, it's guaranteed to give you all of these items, because it says open the package to gain the items. Whereas down here it says open to receive a random item, which means that it'll give you a random item from this list. So you don't get all of these, you just get one random selection. And if you have a look down here, you got Witch's Treasure Bag. So with the candies, the reason why I like to save them up is because the more you open at once, the more chance you have of dropping those witches bags. And then the level 1 witches bags have a chance to drop level 2 ones, level 2 have a chance to drop level 3, and they go all the way up to level 5, and then the higher they get, the better rewards. So the more you open at once, the more chances you have of getting the drops. Down here we've got our quest chests, which you get from doing the daily quests, which I think I'm all out of at the moment. We've got our monster chests. These ones here, so when your alliance kills a monster, you get a boss package, whether you're in the rally or not. But when you're in the rally, you also get the monster chest. So you're always earning packs. That's why I've got so many, because these are the ones that I've earned from being in just being in the alliance, and these are the ones that I've earned from actually being in rallies. So we've joined a rally, city's growing, upgrading, keep the level at level 11, I'm going to keep going up to level 16. This will be the last of the new videos, because from here it's just the same stuff repeated over again. I don't think there's much I've missed out on for this one. So yeah, that's probably one of the best ways to or one. That's the way that I start my accounts off. I'll just keep going through now, keep building and upgrading, keep unlocking resource spots as I go, and I'll probably push my city. I want to push to 16 at least, depending on how I'm going and how the alliance is going. I might try and keep pushing. Might try and get up to sort of the 23 mark. Depends how I'm going for speed ups before I start building an army. Obviously, the higher tier troops the better. So you don't want to start building an army too early. Otherwise, again, they just eat all your food and you find it really hard to grow. But you also don't want to spend ages upgrading because it just gets boring if all you're doing is upgrading. So I hope you found this helpful, and it showed you a few ideas about how to start a city. Rallies, I can't stress how important rallies are. The amount of speed ups that you get. I'll open these up just so we can have a look. So there's 6 hours. There's on the 12, so that's 18 hours. And there's another 5, so that's 23 hours worth of speed ups that I just got from those small amount of packs, which is enough to finish my keep off if I wanted to. I wouldn't spend speed ups on my keep yet, because I can't upgrade to the next level yet anyway. I've got to wait until I get my sawmill up and my workshop up to level 10. So if I was going to use my speed ups, it would be to upgrade these buildings rather than my keep, because otherwise my keep will just sit there waiting for the next level while I'm still upgrading these ones. So yeah, I hope that helps. Thank you very much. Bye.